Well, hello, and welcome back. Today I'm gonna walk you guys through my leg day. My program switched up this week, and I now have 6 days a week of training, which is a lot. My body's trying to get used to the load, and I have 3 leg days a week. This is leg day number 3. This is the last day of the split, and then I get my 1 rest day of the week tomorrow. So I'm pretty tired, I won't lie to you. It's a full leg day today. I'm already feeling the load of the week. So we're definitely gonna get some good pre-workout in us today. So for the pre-workout lineup today, we're gonna go with Legend, classic one. This is the grapefruit flavor. It's really grown on me. I'm hit or miss with grapefruit kind of flavors, but I really like this one. It's the right ratio of sweet and sour. And to give us a little extra oomph today, we're gonna be doing Natty Pump. So Natty Pump has extra vasodilators in it and gives me just a little extra pump. And for leg day today, because I'm also so tired, I want that extra kick in me so that I can really get the best workout in, the best pump I can get today, and feel good. So I'm gonna sip on this while we warm up. And I brought 2 shakers today, so I'm just gonna go ahead and fill my other one with my creatine. So once I finish my pre-workout, I'm just gonna sip on this toward the end of my workout. And this has creatine and betaine in it. And both of those are associated with increases in strength if you use it consistently over time, as well as an increase in muscle protein synthesis, meaning your body's ability to then put on lean muscle mass. So I'm gonna sip on this later in my workout and work on this pre-workout while we're warming up. Okay, so for our warm-up today, we're doing the same thing we do just about every warm-up. Whoops. We're gonna start with T-spine, get a few cracks here and there. So if you have your hair down, you can hold on to your hair. I'm gonna hug myself and just roll forwards and backwards, get a few cracks. And then I like putting my hands on my head and getting a little stretch with it. Definitely got a few cracks on that one. Next up, we're gonna foam roll glutes. So I sit on it like I'm gonna sit on the foam roller like it's a log, and then I'm gonna lean toward one side. And it helps me focus on one glute at a time. And then lastly, for foam rolling, we're gonna get some quads. So this is a little bit of an awkward one, but my quads have been giving me a lot of trouble lately, so I just wanna roll them out a little bit. So with this one, you can change the orientation of your toes to change the bias of what you're rolling on with the quads. So if I point in, I tend to get a little bit more of that outer quad. If I point out, I get a little bit more of that inner quad or that adductor a little bit as well. And then if I go straight on, I tend to get that rectus femoris, which that's the one that gives me the most trouble. And it's the one portion of the quad that connects into the hip flexor. So for me, when that's tight, it gives me all kinds of problems with squats, etc. So next up, we're gonna go into some dynamic movements. So I like rocking in a deep squat, and I'll focus on pushing my knees out wide and pushing my knees over my toes to get my ankle to really warm up as well. The first movement today is gonna be a wide stance hack squat, and I haven't had hack squats in my program for months now. So to say that I'm nervous for it is an understatement. I know it's gonna be a pretty rough one. We'll see how much weight I can work with. It's gonna be heavy reps too. I think it was like 6 to 8 reps for sets. But it should be good. Then we're gonna get some ham movements, some calves, etc. Should be pretty solid. So after I do rocking in a deep squat, adductors are one that I get a lot of tightness with. So I like doing a deep side lunge. I'll warm up with it first, just getting a little bit of movement, and then I'll come into sitting on the ground and coming back up using the activation of my glutes, trying my best to minimize overall momentum. Get both sides here. Okay, so we got 4 sets of 6 to 8 with a 2-second pause at the bottom, wide stance hack squat. I got a 45-25 on each side. Normally I work with more weight, but again, I haven't had this program for months, so we're gonna see how it goes. I'm hoping that this is my lighter weight and I can move up to 2 plates, but we'll see how it feels today. So I just went ahead and threw another 10 on each side. This will be set 2 of 4, and we'll see what we can get in here. Alright, we're just gonna stick with 6 reps for set number 2. Was definitely feeling it. Took a little bit of extra rest in between set 1 and 2. Got distracted talking to somebody. So we're gonna try to give it another push on this weight for the next one, see if we can get more than 6 reps. Alright, this is set number 3. We got Lady Gaga playing on the headphones right now. A little bit of poker face, you know what I'm saying? Okay, this is last set. Just trying to get those 6 reps again. I was definitely feeling it on the last one, so getting in what we can. All right, so this is set number 2 of Bulgarians for me. I'm only showing you guys 1 set of these because I'm feeling it, and I just want to get 10 with these bad boys. Typically, I work with 40s for Bulgarians, but this is my 3rd leg day of the week, and I am feeling the load. So, you know, sticking with 30s this week, and hopefully I'll increase next week. Okay, this is set number 2. We got 3x12 for seated leg curl with a 2-second hold in. I'm just gonna show you guys set number 2 for this, and then I'll show you my next exercise after this, but it's a kicker, especially after those Bulgarians and those pause squats on hack. And again, this is the 3rd leg day of the week. And to say it's humbling is an understatement. So I'm gonna show you guys set number 2 here. This is set number 2 of leg press. Haven't done these for months. And it feels good to be able to do pretty similar to the weight I was working with when I was hitting leg presses. This is set number 2. Set number 1 was actually pretty easy. I'm working with 4 plates and a 25 on each side for this one. And if this feels good, I'll bump up to 5 for my last one. Felt pretty good. As you can see, I got my feet high and wide on this. So it's a little bit more of a glute and adductor bias. Feels pretty good. I'm gonna try 5 plates on the next one. And I'm gonna pray I don't piss myself because it's a lot of weight. This is last set of leg press, getting in what we can, aiming for 12 reps here. And then after this, we got one more hamstring exercise and then calves. So felt a little heavier than expected. I'm gonna drop a plate on each side real quick and do a quick drop set at 4 plates. All right, that's it for leg press. We're gonna head to lying leg curls next. So up next here, we got 3x15 of lying leg curl with a 3-second eccentric. So emphasis on control coming back down. You'll definitely see me kicking on this one. This is set number 2, and it's gonna be the only one for these ones that I'll show you. And then I'll show you my calves next. Quick drop here. So I failed with the weight I was working with on my first set, which was 80, and dropped to 65 to finish up to 12. So I'm gonna start at 65 for number 3 and finish that one. But I'll show you guys my next exercise. All right, so we got 3 sets of 20 on this with a 2-second hold on the top. I've been really working on bringing out my calves in this off season. So hopefully we can show off some good changes to proportions with this next show coming up. This is set number 2, just gonna show you guys this one. And that'll be my last exercise of the day. Okay, I'm really bummed because my outro did not record my audio, and I was kind of being silly. I was saying, you know, thanks for watching, per usual, but also if you had noticed that I started the shorts, threw on sweats, and then was in shorts again at the end. I was having trouble looking at my body that day, and it can be pretty typical when you experience body dysmorphia to get in your head when you're looking at yourself. And that's something I'm actively forming a better relationship with, like we all should. With that being said, if I know that my negative thought patterns are going to be a distraction from my lift, I'm going to take that out of the equation. I'm going to throw on my baggy sweats, and I'm going to get a good lift in. So if that's something you relate to, just know you're not alone. But thank you guys so much for watching. I just recently did a merch drop, so if you can read this, it says, "Sorry for having great pecs and correct opinions." If you would like this shirt, the link is in my bio for the new merch drop. I also have a tapestry with my show day photo on it. But again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next Tuesday at 11 a.m. Eastern Time.